Hi everybody, this is Mama Sue, and today we're going to be using memory wire. This is the way memory wire comes if you buy it in a small pack. And it comes in different sizes as well. Here's an earring size. And I believe it comes in ring size, comes in bracelet size, earring size. And this one here is the bracelet size. What we're going to be making today, though, is we're going to make these beautiful bracelets. What's neat about memory wire is when you let go of it, it goes right back where it started, and they always look wonderful on. I always like to put like a little dangly down at the bottom. I think it looks kind of cute like that. Here's one, and here's another one I made too. I made this blue one. Today we're going to make purple, but it's going to be made the same way as this. You know, and see I have little danglies hanging there. Can you see those? And also we're going to make some pretty earrings to go with them. That'll just match. I'm not using the memory wire on the earrings. I'm just using regular wire. But you see, these are really easy ones, and you can make them any size you want if you use your own wire. See? That's the way they look. Okay, let's get started here. To start with, I'm going to cut off a piece of memory wire. Now, to make this size bracelet, you're going to only count 2 loops. 1, 2. Those are 2 full loops because they stopped right there. Right where they're meeting one another, you see? How in the middle? They're pretty close to the center. That means, and if you turn it around, it's 2 whole loops. Ordinarily, I make 3 loops on most of my bracelets. But on this one, I kind of liked it at 2. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut off 2 loops. And we'll get started on this. And then I'll take you to another bracelet I've got partially finished, so that we can finish it up. I'm going to cut this at just 1 loop because, I'll cut it at 2 loops. See, I'm going to count up 2 loops. 1, 2. Then I'm going to come down here and see where this stopped. And that's where I'm going to cut it here on the other side. I'm going to go over this other side and just snip it a little past. See, now I've got the 2 loops on one side. 1, 2. And I've got these open ends meeting. So you can tell that and you see that? And then it's 2 loops on the other side. Ordinarily, it doesn't matter which way you do this, but ordinarily I go straight under. I'll take my needle nose pliers and I'll put them around this tip here. And I like to make a pretty good sized circle. So, and then I'll just start turning it. Then I'll move my pliers up a little bit and I'll turn it some more till it touches the wire on the other side. Okay, see how it's touching the wire now? It's almost touching. See there? Right there. It's almost touching. Then I'm going to put my pliers back down here and just pull up a little bit. Now if you notice, that opened up a little bit. So I'm going to close that up the rest of the way by hanging on to it and just pulling it forward. See there? Now that's a nice little circle. Now what I'll do is, as you see on this bracelet here, I've got a silver one, and then I've got 3 of the colors, and then a silver one again. Then I have a black bead. what I'm going to want to do is take a silver bead. Let me pull my beads out here so you can see what I have. We're going to need beads, and we're going to need, I didn't even tell you what we were going to need. Sorry about that. And we're going to need, oh, just a couple of these, not that many. I just need probably just a couple of those for now. Now I've got one silver one on here, if you can see that. And then I'm going to put 3 of the purple. Because if you notice, on this one I had 3 of the green. And I'm trying to follow this bracelet. So now I'm going to go a silver, a black, and a silver. Oops. Silver, black, and a silver. See there? Then I'm going to go 3 of the purple, and then 1 more silver. Now that sequence is going to go through the entire bracelet, and then you're going to go right back. At this point, you'd go to a black bead again. Another one of these little black beads here. I just realized I don't have the black beads out. So I went and grabbed some black beads because I realized I didn't have those out. Sorry about that. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. Is we're going to do that sequence all the way through this memory wire bracelet. See how you get that on there? And then let's look next to the, see how it looks next to this. See, it's in the same sequence, but you just keep following that sequence until you get all the way through the bracelet to the end. Now I'm going to switch over to the bracelet that we've already got started going. But that's the sequence you're going to go. Now, right now, I would go back to the silver, and I'd do 3 of these purple glass beads. And then I'd go a silver, and then I'd be back to a black again. See how it's making that design? These make really pretty designs. And this is a real inexpensive bracelet here. This is only seed beads, the bigger seed beads. And then these are little plastic spacers. So it's lightweight too on your hand. Anyway, let's switch over to the other bracelet and we'll finish the other bracelet. But I wanted you to see how to put that on there. And it's easier for you to look at one that hasn't been worked on to start with. So here's the one, here's where we are. Boy, I got that done fast, didn't I? Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to finish this. We're just going to keep going. Okay, now because we're at a purple right here, we ended with a purple, we're going to start with a silver and then back to a black. Then back to our silver. And then we're going to go, this one actually works out pretty quick because it's all pretty good sized beads. So you really don't have a hard time with this one. I think the biggest problem people have is figuring out what colors they want to put together. So I figure if I put a big variety online of different colors, like we've got this green here, and this green looks so different from the blue. I mean, it just, totally different look. See there? And then the purple. They're all really different looks. I mean, even though it's the same style, but it gives it a total different look, just switching the colors in the middle. And these are identical bracelets. Another silver. Let's finish this one up. You just got to have patience when you're putting these things together, because it does take a little time, and you have to get used to it. Get yourself in a rhythm. Actually, if you allow yourself, this can be quite relaxing to do this. It just shuts the whole world out while you're doing your beading. Oop. Now we're almost done. See how far we've gotten? It's going fast. I mean, even though I did part of it, you can see how fast this goes when you get started. In a couple hours, you could have a whole set made for someone for Christmas or a birthday. And it's an inexpensive present. You don't have to have a lot of money to do beading. Memory wire is very inexpensive. You can make several bracelets, and it costs about $1.50 for a pack of the size I started out with. That small pack is about $1.50, and you get several bracelets out of it, depending on how you cut it. Okay, now we got to go to silver. I talk and then I forget where I was. Then a black. And a silver. Then we want to go 3 of these. We'll get there pretty quick. Then I'll show you how to do the earrings. See how I'm going around. And if you notice you've made a boo-boo, just go back and pull some off and go back and put it on. But check it quite often so that you don't have to go that far back. I check it all the time to make sure that I haven't put too many of one color bead or too little. 1, 2, 3. Now where you stop is up to you. I like to get close to the end before I stop. Probably 2 more sets and I'll have it here. But you can see how fast that goes if you can get a hold of your beads. I should have my bead tray over here to make it easier. But not today. I haven't done this in a while. So I have to get myself used to it again. Get everything out here that I should have out here. I think we're about there. Let me see. Okay, 1 black. One silver. I don't know if it's going to let me take 3 more. I think I'm going to take these 2 off because I think that's far enough. See how close I am to the end? That's how fast I got there. Now, I think I'm going to take these 2 off because you notice I started with 1 silver and 3 glass. I better put a silver back on there and we'll be finished with this bracelet. Now this is too much for my little circle right there. Now you got to hold this firmly, because if you don't hold it firmly, the beads will start coming off with your fingers. But I'm going to cut off some of this real quick because I like it about that far, and then do my circle. Always turn your pliers down when you get ready to cut it, so that it doesn't fly off and hit somebody in the eye or hit yourself in the eye, or fly around the room where somebody could step on it. Now all I'm doing is I'm twisting this, just like in the beginning. Then I'm coming back over here and turning it upward a little bit. Let me close that up just a little bit more. That's about right. Oh, that turned out real well. See there? Let me put my hand up here so you can really see that. See there? Now what we want to make is a little... I like to make these little tassels. See the little tassel on here? I just think those make the bracelet look so cute, having these little tassels on here. So I'm going to make one of those, and then we'll put those on. I'll show you how to make that. I've already made one of them just so that we wouldn't have to make the two. But that's the way it comes out. Very cute. Little, easy. You don't need to buy dangles if you have beads, because you can use what you've got and put your dangle on it, and it's going to be just as attractive as if you put a bead. Unless you want a little more bling. If you want a little, I don't think these ones need bling. But anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take, where is my wire? We're going to take this wire here. This is just one of those, boy, I bent it up, didn't I? This is one of those, these are normally just straight pins, and then they've got a head on the back of them. See that? They're long, and they've got a head on the back. I just put one of these little silver beads on just like that. Then I put one of my black beads on top of that. Just like that. See there? Now I'm going to want to cut this down some, because, well, no, I'm not going to cut it down yet. I'm going to make a twist in this. I'm going to show you what I did here. I just forgot I was doing something else. I put my round nose pliers right about there. And I just pull this toward me. See how I've got that pulled? I just pulled it over the end. Just like that. You see that? Then I take my pliers and I move them up to the top part. See, right there. Put it right around the middle. See there? Now I'm going to push it in the opposite direction and make it go all the way around. Then I'm going to move my pliers a little bit, and then I'm going to bring that wire all the way down to where it's like that. See there? Now I'm going to take hold of the wire right here. See how I took hold of it? Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it around and around. And that's how I make this. That's how I make those little danglies. See how I'm just rolling it around? There's not much to this. It's an easy process. Unless you get too hard a wire. Sometimes you can buy wire that's awfully hard. Try to get the softer wire. It works better. You can always harden the softer wire by hitting it with a nylon or a leather mallet. Pound on it a little bit. It'll get hard. Now I snipped off the little piece that was hanging on the edge, and I'm going to squish down the rest of it. I'm going to grab this here. I'm going to squish down right here. See, now it's not even showing. Now, it doesn't matter if these were exactly the same size, but they came out pretty darn close. You see? Oh, let me hold them this way. Maybe if I hold them this way, you can see better. Oop. Well, no, you can't see them that way either. But they came out pretty close. I need to straighten this one a little bit. You can always straighten it like this. It's not a big deal when it's just hanging on the edge of your bracelet. Now, well, you can probably see those better right down here. See how close those are? Pretty close in size. Let me scoot this aside. And I'm going to get these 4 little, we're going to hook these on these. And then we're going to hook them on the ends of this. On the ends of the bracelet on that hoop. But these are the sneaky little circles. You can use the other kind of circles that you just plier back into place. But on danglies, I really kind of like using these. These are like they look like a key ring, but miniaturized. And I like to get it right down here. Just grab the edge of it, where the opening is. Just grab the edge of one piece of the wire. And then I just hold onto it tightly and see how it opened up? See how it's opened? Now I'm going to take that opening and I'm going to stick it right on my little bead here. Just like that. I put that opening right on there, see? Just like that. And then I'm going to wind it around like I'm putting it on a key ring. That's what I'm doing right now. Now it's on there. See there? Now I'm going to put another one on this one, and then we'll put it on the bracelet. Well, let's go back and forth and get this one first. I find the edge. There's the edge right there. My nail's hitting against it, so I know I'm at the right place. Then I grab just one piece of the wire, pull out, and then up. Oop. Pull out, and then up. And there it is. It's open. I'm going to stick it on there. Like that. Oop. Darn. That happens sometimes. Well, that's still open a little bit. It's okay. And if it's open a little bit, you can always close these. Just by playing with it a little bit with the pliers. Let me show you. If you got an opening that far open, you can always grab a hold of it like this and just push it in like that. And then it just closed. Now it's closed. Now let's get our last, oops. I'm just throwing beads all over the place. Okay, now we're going to put on our second one. I'm going to grab a hold of that. Now, keep in mind that you can always make your own I'm going to show you this real quick. You can always make your own by taking wire and just wrapping around and around and around and around and around. You do that a few times to how many you need. I normally don't like to go over 5 when I'm using this. See how you've got like a little spiral there? Then you can come in here and you can cut off just one at a time. You can clip right here with the flush side. Now that's dropped off. And you want to turn your pliers around and go the other way, because you want flush on both sides. You can always make your own like that. See there? Now, if you make that kind, here's the easier. Here's what's nice about when you make your own this way, is you can hang on to this with 2 pairs of pliers, and you can open it up like that. See how it opened? You can put it on your... Now, I'm not leaving it on here because I don't want it to be this color. I'm just doing this so you can see it. Yep. You can put your little thing on it. Then you just grab it with your second pliers and you just meet those up to one another. See how nicely that meets up? And that's a homemade one. So don't sell yourself short thinking you need all these things, because you can use your own and make your own stuff. But I'm going to take this one off because I want to go with the silver. I just wanted to show you that you could make your own. But make sure that you want to cut it by... Make sure that the side that you want smooth is on this flat side of the cutter, because this side's going to be jaggedy. This side's going to be smooth. So you're cutting one way, and then you're turning it over and cutting it the other way. It's so that both sides fit up nice and flush against one another. Let's get this on here. Now I'm going to do the same thing. See, I'm just like a keychain. You just turn it until it pops into place. See how that popped into place? Now you grab your bracelet and you hook it on your bracelet. Oops. Let me get that back open. There it is. Now I'm going to roll it, and get it on there. Oh, there it went. Now I want this closed some because I've kind of bent it out of shape. All I do is I grab hold of it and I push inward a little bit. Just push it inward a little bit. See how that closed it up? Let me get my hand up there. See how it's all closed up now? It's nice and closed up. And there's your little dangly there. Isn't that cute? Hanging down from your bracelet. Very cute. Okay, let's get the other one and we'll be all done here with this. And then we'll get the earrings. Open it up. Stick it on. Now at this point when I'm sticking this on, this piece right here is keeping it open right now. I can actually just grab my bracelet, the end I want on here, and at the same time, oops, at the same time as this is on here, I can put the other one on. I can put it right on the bracelet at the same time. I can hook this on too. Well, let's get that on there. This only happens when you're doing the videos. Normally, it's very easy. And I haven't done any videos for a while. So it's good that I'm getting back into practice. Okay, there you go. Now check this out. Yep. Now there's a little purple one. And then you got your little cute danglies down here at the bottom. Don't those make a difference? They just make it look better. Now these look great with jeans. They dress up a pair of jeans like you would believe. Pretty bracelets always dress up jeans. There's your 3 bracelets. Now, the earring is very easy. It's about, let me see how many inches. You can make yours as big as you want to. This one is about 4 inches. This wire is about 4 inches. But I'm just letting you know because that, in case you want to do it a little differently. So on this one, what we're going to do is we're going to roll ourselves a little place right here. Remember how we rolled that? And then we came back here to this other side and pulled up a little bit so that we'd have a nice little circle. Well, we're going to do that same thing here. Now let's look at the other earring. See the circle? It's going to be going flat ways like this. This one, you don't have to worry. You don't have to, I mean, it's going to be the same design as the bracelet, but you don't have to worry really how big the wire is. I mean, as long as you got it long enough, you can always cut it off. That's what's nice about making this pair of earrings, because you just count your beads. So you're going to go 1 at the top, just like the earring. And then you have 3 of the purple. 1, 2, 3. Let me pull these over here so you can see what I'm doing. Then you got a silver. Then you have a black. We're right here now. Fast earrings to make. Then you go a silver. 1, 2, 3 purples, or lavenders, pretty much. It's more lavender. And then silver, black, silver, purple, or lavender. See there? Now you got one more set to go. That's how fast these earrings are. Really simple to make. You know, I mean, you can come home, take an hour, and make a bracelet and earring set for somebody for their birthday and go to the party. Provided they like bracelets and earrings. Not sure guys would want that. Okay, now you've got enough on there. You've got 1, 2, 3 black ones. That means we're all the way to the end, because you've got a silver one on this end, silver one on that end. You got the 3s. So you're ready there to curl the end of this other side. But you see, I have extra wire. So I'm going to cut off some of that wire first, you see. So I'm going to do that right now. Because you only want like 1/4 of an inch. About right there. Maybe about 1/4 inch. Maybe a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. Then you're going to want to curl that in the same direction as this bottom one. So we're going to turn it a little bit so that we got to go in the same direction. And we're going to start, we're going to start turning it. See there? I started to turn it. Then I moved up a little, started turning it, moved up a little bit. Uh-oh, it stopped. So it's touching the metal, you see? Oops. So it's touching the metal. Now I'm going to come back in on the other side and I'll pull it back a little. That's just to center it. Then I'm going to just turn this and pull it back down all the way. And then squash it. See there? Now you're shaping it. You want to shape it the shape of the other one. I'm going to lay this bracelet, this earring down here, and I'm going to try to shape it close to the one I've got down here on the table. Oops. I got to shape it where the flat side, I got to shape it where the flat side's looking at me. So I'm seeing like a Cheerio on the top. So you want those laying flat toward you. See there? Now let's just put this up to this. And it's pretty close. I mean, look at this down here. Did I put enough on there? I need to bring this up some. Sometimes, if you don't bring it up enough, it's going to look, one of them's going to look bigger. So you just got to play with it until you get it just about right. And that's pretty close. It looks bigger because it's already got the springs and stuff on it, so it looks a lot bigger because of that appearance. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the little pieces on. Oops, where is it? Here it is. Now I'm going to add these, and I'm going to do them the same way I did the others. Like I showed you before, where you open that keychain, or we can always use homemade ones. Like here's the two different ones. I like this one here because it's like a keychain and you never lose that little dangly. It just hangs on. This one, sometimes people loosen them and they lose the little pretties that are hanging on the edge of their bracelets. The little dangles. That's why I like using these kind. Even though they're a pain to open. I remember the first time I got it, I hated that. I thought I made a boo-boo when I got them. Ended up being a good thing. Okay, I'm going to hook this on here. And remember how I told you, you just wind it. Like you're putting a regular key on a keychain. See? And it popped right into place. Did you see how that just popped into place? Let's get the other one. Now, I'm using the small ones because I have small ones on this one. A lot of times I use big ones on earrings. Get a hold of one piece. If you grab a hold of two, you can't open it up. Now it's on there. I just got to turn it. Now I've got the two. I've got two of them on there. See, I've got one on each side. Now I'm going to put a big one. I'm going to put it through the two of them right away. One of these big ones. I'm going to put that right there. But I got the wrong color. Let me switch out. That one was real silver, and this one's the steel. And I wanted the steel on this one. To match the others. Now see, I'm putting it on both at the same time. It's just, you might as well save yourself a little job. Now, that's on there, and look there. If I can pick this up. See there? Now what I'm going to do is I got to put the hook on the top. I mean the hook. When you buy these hooks, these are button hooks. I normally make them, but I mean a lot of times I make them, but this is a bot hook. So it's always going to open at the very bottom on the inside. Right here, it's going to open right here. So I'm going to grab hold of it and just twist it up. Don't pull it out, just twist it up. If you pull it out, it's hard to get it back where it belongs without breaking that piece off. They're gentle. I mean, they're fragile. Okay, by George, I think we got it. And there's the pair of earrings. One looked like it was bigger than the other. I think I used different beads. Just watch what kind of beads you get, because some of them, you gotta watch, and when you're making these, you just gotta watch that you're putting the same size on each side. See, you can tell that one looks bigger than the other one. It's because some of the beads were bigger. So be real careful when you're making these. Do the earrings at the same time so that you're putting the same size beads on. You know, normally I do them at the same size, but I've set these up for the video, and that's why it's a little different. I mean, I don't think anybody will notice when they're on their earrings. I mean, when they're on their ears. But I'll probably redo that because it'll drive me nuts. But make sure that you do them at the same time, and make sure you're putting the same size beads on when you're doing it. Anyway, there's that one. Because as you can see, with my other ear... Well, wait a second. Let me see if I can squish it in some and make it... Yeah, there we go. Ha ha ha. Now they look the same. I needed to squeeze it a little more. Now it looks pretty close. I don't know if I don't think that's worth redoing. That looks pretty close now, just from squeezing it. But anyway, here's this one. And then we have our pretty purple bracelet to go with that one. Then we have our blue one with our little danglies. And the blue earrings to go with that. And then we had our pretty, this is my favorite one. Then we had this little green one. This one's my favorite out of these. The green ones I like a lot. But then I have a favoritism to those green stones anyway. I love those green stones. There you go. And that's how to make that kind of bracelet. So y'all have a good day and God bless. And thanks for watching.